Okay, so we are below the Badlands. Oh, hang on. We have lagging. Alright, so we are below the Badman's Lap. In the last video, I showed you how to get out of bounds. So now, as I said before, I haven't found a way to get back into like the main player area yet, but I'm going to show you how to get onto the mesh on the outer borders. So basically we're just going to climb up here. So you have to go to this point. So you gotta keep running and it'll take a few minutes or so to get there. But basically you're gonna run there and then you will be able to go through the mesh and then climb up it. And you can either run out that way, up that way, or you can go up to the main island. But I'm going to show you how to do the swimming in the air glitch because a lot of people have been asking about that. So this should show you guys how to do that, and then yeah, shouldn't be any worries or any issues. And yeah, you can look up while we're running, and yeah, that's pretty much. And also with Kameo's camera, because I was gliding around as dark blue before. With dark blue, you can keep going forward and move the camera, and it won't mess with it. But if you do it with Kameo, she'll run off to a different direction. So just gonna keep running this way, then I'll show you guys once we get there. And it may take a bit, so patience is the key. Oh yeah, if you try hover, you'll just basically start falling, so don't do that. If you jump, you're not really gonna get anywhere either, so just keep running. And absolutely do not use any of your warriors or you will fall forever, so pretend you don't have these powers. They do not exist to you. You are a normal fairy creature. So once we get to here, I will show you the swimming glitch. And it will take a moment to actually get there. And I am wearing this armored outfit because I do not want to look up a 15-year-old child's skirt, because you guys who keep posting screenshots of looking up a skirt, y'all are creepy. This is a little 15-year-old kid. And the thing is too with the costumes, like some of them are really cool, but the other ones, yeah, the short skirt causes some problems. I mean, it'd be cool if you could like, I know this probably won't happen, but it'd be cool if you could like mix and match different parts of the outfits. Because I really like the blue hair. But speaking of hair, when you do the swim in the air glitch, and I'll show ya, sometimes Kameo's plait, this bit here, and the little side braid, they can actually vanish. And I got it to happen once years ago, and Kameo actually looks really good with a pixie cut, so yeah. Oh yeah, when you're here you can just start going this way, so it'll take a while but you'll just pop in through the mesh shortly, so we'll just do this. So should be going through shortly. There we go, we are now through. So yeah, some of that is solid to climb up, some of it isn't, so we're just going to run up here. And sometimes if it isn't solid, you'll just fall straight back through and you'll have to go all the way back to that point to climb in. But you should see exactly where we had to go to in order to actually get into the map. So now I am just going to show you how to trigger the swimming in the air glitch. So and we should see the water. There we go. There's the water. So basically there is a water collision detection around here, and I'm not sure why. Once you hit it, you'll start swimming up. Oh yes, before I forget, there is a spot around here that as Major Ruin, you can roll onto. I think it's over there. I think it's over here or over there. But as Major Ruin, you can roll up there and get on top. That being said though, there is a section from this point to getting onto the main island that isn't solid, so you'll just fall straight through. And because of that, I haven't really found a way to get back into this main island yet. But if you want to do that, if you want to try to get into the main island from here, don't do the in water, don't do the swim in the air glitch. Because once you do this, it'll raise the level of your island way higher. It'll be so much harder to try and get Major Ruin to trigger on there. I mean, I'll try it, but I'll show you. So once you start swimming, yeah, you won't be able to get down here unless you're deep blue, but then you can't turn to Major Ruin, obviously, so I'll just show you once I get up here. So yeah, that's pretty high up there. But you know those fuzzy creatures around the kingdom? Yeah, the elves actually enslaved them to build that floating castle. Oh, there we go, we're floating. But yeah. The elves enslaved the goblins to build that floating palace in the sky, and then brainwash them to think they were happy, even though they're actually slaves. It's sad. Like, this story is surprisingly dark when you know all the details about it. Okay, let's wait for... Yep, we're at the height. So, seeing the height we're at, and it's a lot faster to turn to deep blue and travel, so... I'll show you what I mean. And it's either this part or the other part, but there's a really good spot as Major Ruin to try and get as far up as you can to get back into the main island. And I already did the exploring video, so I'll post that on another thing later. Okay, so we need... There. And if you're trying to... I think it's up here. If you're trying to get room to turn into Major Ruin... Ah, okay. This is the spot where it's not solid. And if you're trying to get onto an area and you don't know if it's solid, I'll show you a trick that works most of the time. So to do this, you need to hover, and I think the reason why this works is you have more surface area to change into these warriors. So you do that, and you use water, and see how it's not colliding compared to here? That's basically how you tell. So nothing and then something. But basically, in order to actually get up here, and I'll see if I can... Because yeah, that's not solid either. Oh. Oh, this is solid. Wait. Yeah, yep, now I remember. So, this is the solid bit that isn't solid. So you can get up here, but then you have the problem of not being able to go over there. And I have tried ramping across this major ruin to get basically up here and then up here. But it's really, really hard because the death barrier is just around there. And I've tried to go around and go up here, but even though the texture isn't blurred like this, it's still really hard to get up there. And over there too, especially. The other part of the map, I think, so down here is really low, but the problem with that, and you'd have to go as major blue, as major blue, as deep blue all the way around there. But the problem is the max water height for that it's further below the map island, so you still won't be able to get back in. So it's a bit of a conundrum actually, but I'm going to pause and stop this recording so it doesn't drag on.